So because Chloe had 5 babies her first round, and we're worried about her producing enough milk, and there's one baby I'm concerned about. My husband went and bought me the nice brand, some puppy milk replacer. Some cute little bottles with the cute little nipples. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I had those fake bottles with the babies. That's what that reminds me of. A small bowl and a whisk. And we're just going to make a small batch because I'm not going to really be wanting to feed them a lot. I just want to be able to give them some supplement in case mom is not making enough. But I still want them to get used to it while also suckling and try to enhance her milk to come in. But I am worried about one specific little puppy. So he'll be my first one that we will try to feed. We do have this kind also. I use that for the baby goats. And according to the research, goat milk replacer is perfectly just fine. And then we have this kind that we bought last year when we had a bunch of kittens. Not last year, like a couple months ago, when we had a bunch of kittens and the mama passed away. But this kind is fine. But I'm going to use this kind for today. We also use this for the birds. We don't give them our tap water. We live on the well, and even though they tested and it says fine, we still just feed our birds regular bottled water. So that's what I'm going to use for this. And it says 1 part formula to 2 parts water. And this came with a thingy. I measured it. It really truly is 1 part of water goes to that line. So I can use 2 parts water and fill this up with 1 scoop and I'll be fine. But I can't obviously get it, and this is too whole, it's too small. So I'll fill this up with 2 parts water and pour it in the bowl and do 1 scoop, and then I'll mix it up. And then I'm using this bowl because I can do it easier. I don't have a bowl. Well, I might have a this one. Okay, so I'm going to use this because I have this spout, which will make it easier to get into that little bitty hole for the nipples. So I'm going to use this instead. Okie doke. So 1 scoop, and if you've ever had mixed baby formula or anything like that, you just do 1 good flat scoop. Try not to compact it, but you also want to make sure it's pretty level. That'll work. It's not 100%, but it's not, I don't want to like force it in there and compact it like I would like butter or something of the sort. And you just put it in there. And I'm not making much to begin with because this is only good. You can mix it and save it up for 24 hours, and it's so expensive. I don't want to make a big, huge batch, and then my first couple times might not be successful, and I don't want to waste a lot. So I want to really kind of just suckle, make sure they do get some meals in their belly, but I'm not trying to do a full feed. So I already got 1 in here. This is just that regular water that I've shown you. And then I put 2 of this in here. So it's 1 part formula and 2 parts water. And now we're just going to stir it up. They don't want you to blend it like with a blender, but also you need to get the clumps out. Okay, so I got it pretty good in there. I got a few little bits, but it's for the most part fine. And it's in here, ready to go. But I need it to be a little bit warmer than just like regular room temp. And I don't want to warm up the whole bottle because, like I said, I use it for a lot of my animals. So I'm going to heat up some water through my student nurse mug that from years ago, 2000s. And I'm going to heat this up in the microwave, get it warm, and I'm going to put the bottle in it and let it kind of warm up. Not long. I'm not wanting a hot. I just want a little bit warmer than just room air. So while my bottle is warming with the warm water, I'm going to weigh my puppies. We have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different scales for the birds and such. But when I go, that my battery's dead. So I'll have a different scale that I already set up over there. So we're going to weigh the puppies before we feed and monitor their progress as we go. Okay. Now it's zeroed. Sheesh. And this is the one I'm worried about. She's just, it's a boy. See, little, let me see a little nub. Well, anyways, I can't get to it, but I'm trying to show you it's a boy. But, see, it's saying -2 again. Well, I guess when I weigh it, we'll take off 0.2 grams. So it's 110.7, 0.6, 0.7. So we'll just take off 0.2, so it's 110.5. I know, I'm sorry. So, how do you do? Is there kilos or? Oh no, it says grams. What? It's in grams, I think. Okay. 110.4.5. And I took more out so it'll be easier to feed them. And so that's about 110.4.5. And I have the bottle ready. And we are hungry. So with Mama out, this will be easier to do. Got a towel so it's a little bit softer. And I don't want to, you want to feed them upright. You don't want them upside down because they're too immature. And I don't want to force it to eat, but I do definitely want it to eat some. So I'm going to let it open its mouth. Come here, sweet piece. I know, you got to open. And I feed NICU babies all the time. So this is not abnormal. Sometimes if you can get the nipple in, which I might have too big of a nipple. I know, babies, you gotta open up. And now cry some more. You were doing just fine. You gotta open up. So when you get the mouth open, you want to make sure that tongue is down. And they have a good suckle. Like that. There we go. Yeah. And then let it do its thing. I'm just promoting it by holding his head up a little bit. I'm trying to keep the bottle where it needs to be. Again, make sure that tongue's down. I'm kind of more on the roof of the mouth, letting it root and figure it out. Do its natural thing. Of course, it's not getting used to that. There we go. It's sucking. It's so cute. I want it to do the pushing because that's what they do naturally. I want it to kind of gain its strength while I'm feeding it. Give it the natural feeling of eating. Because I do want them to be on Mama, but I just don't think Mama's got enough. And this is the one I'm really worried about. So I really want to try to get it the most. They don't need to eat much, like definitely not this whole bottle, because they have a little belly. And you're going to feed about 3 to 4 hours. And yes, I was up every hour on the hour last night checking on them. Hope you guys can see. The other babies are hungry. I took Mama out because it'll be easier to do this without her trying to get up in the business. Let them eat a little bit. I'm making a mess. It's okay. We'll let it stop for a minute. Got a milk mustache. See, they're doing so good. And you can feel their little bellies. And let it kind of do its thing, move around, because that's what it does with Mama. And then we'll give it back. Want some more? Come here. Like I said, I feed NICU babies all the time, so just kind of let them do their thing. There we go. Oh, yeah, you decide you knew what this is. You knew. I don't know if I have too big of a nipple. I might have to change the nipples around, but this will work for now. And I'm letting it push on my hands, because that's how they did. They push on Mama to get her to stimulate more milk to come out. If I'm doing it wrong, y'all can tell me. He's doing so good. See if you guys can see how cute he is. I don't want him to fall off. But this is the one I'm really worried about, because he doesn't seem to be as aggressive as the others when it comes to nippling. And he keeps getting rooted off. And I just don't want him to... I want to give him every fighting chance. I mean, it's natural selection. I get that. We've lost a few pups here and there. But I don't like that part of farming. And I don't like that part of being a pet owner. So if we can give this little fella a fighting chance. Are you enjoying that? Yeah. So, funny fact, Olivia had her pups. They're a couple months old, but she literally just stopped letting them suckle. And last night I did try to. I did try to breastfeed her. I tried to milk her to get her breast milk, but she's dried up. But I did try to stimulate her and try to get a little bit of milk, because obviously, you know, mom's milk is the best because it's got the colostrum. But milk from the pups is better than formulas, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I did try to get some milk from Olivia, but she's dried up. Are you done? Are you full? Where are you going? There you go. You're not done just yet, are you? You can push on my hand. Yeah, that's a good one. He's pushing. I don't know if you guys can see. He's pushing on my hand. Of course, I moved it. Make sure his belly's getting big. Make sure it's going where it's supposed to. And I'm just letting him do it. I'm not forcing him because I don't want him to aspirate. Now, I have watched him get on the breast, so I know he can on the nipple. But I just don't feel like he's getting as much as the others, because like I said, he's not as aggressive on it. And when the babies knock him off, his brother and sister, she just kind of just lays there. And I know they're on it a lot more. Like the two oldest, the first little black one and the first little white one, They're on it all the time. And this little fella, he just keeps getting pumped off. So he's the one I really worry about. The last black one she had, the black little girl, she was on the nipple like within minutes after mom cleaned her off. She was already on, and she was aggressive suckling. So I'm like, yeah, that's why I worry about this little fella. And he's kind of crooked. Stay up there, sweet piece. I know. Oh, you're kind of going this way. Okay, I'll go with you. Whichever way you need to go. There you go. Push on me. It's okay. Now I am feeling his belly gurgle when I do this. Like I feel like when you feed animals, you can feel it going in their bellies. So I know he's at least getting some. He's going all around. Can you guys see? He's so cute. I don't know about you, but this is taking a lot. And I don't want him to get worn out and use extra calories that he doesn't need to use. So, that's why the correct nipple is the best. Because even with like newborn babies, sometimes on the preemies, we'll only feed 5 or 10 mils per bottle at a time when they're first starting out. Because you use a lot more calories eating and sucking than you do anything else. So we're wasting their weight and their energy letting them suckle like this. So that's why having the correct nipple is very important, because we'll go backwards instead of go forward. So yeah, he's eating and he's getting stuff, but if this is too strong of a nipple for him, or he's having to suck and not get anything, then you're actually going backwards with their weight and what you're trying to do. So you have to make sure it's the correct nipple. And right now, I'm going to see how much he's actually had and see where we are. But he's still pretty, acting pretty like he wants it. He's not letting it go. He's not giving me a good shot for you. There we go. Let me see. I don't think you got much at all. I don't know. Let's see how much he weighs. Well, it was saying 110 a while ago, so it means we've gained 1 gram. But I think he could probably use a little bit more. So I'm going to check the nipple and see where we are with his eating progress. But it's saying 111. And he was 110.5 when we started. So he hasn't quite gained 1 full gram. Okay, so we're going to start again. Here. You know it's in there. Ready? Can you put it in your mouth? I got it. And the tongue is down. There we go. Oh, you just knocked it out. It's okay. Ready? Let's try again. Here, ready? No. He's now just being little. He was crying. Mad at me for getting it out. There we go. Get figured out again. You know it? There you go. Nope. You got this. Now he's just acting like he doesn't want to do anything with it. Maybe you're done. Are you done? Here, ready? need you to suck. There you go. That took a minute, didn't it? Oh my goodness, I hear Chloe banging on my door out there. She's not liking being away from her babies. I bet you can hear them. Oh, you're not sucking anymore, so. Come on. Well, let's see how much the other ones weigh. Get that bottle of baby off, that mustache, milk mustache off you. So this one weighed 110.5. Look how cute I am. And this one is easier to hold up so I can show you guys. The little nub right there. Right there, so that's a boy. And look at these colors. Oh my goodness, aren't we just adorable? I know, you did so good. Okay, so this is the very first puppy. Look how cute I am. And this is a little boy, and we got a little white patch on us. And then there's his little nub. He's all black, even on the tail. And the little feet, you know, they are just adorable. I just love the little feet. But this one's all black on the feet, except for he's got little socks on his little back toes. Let's see your little socks. And they're just the cutest. So this is the first one. He's a little boy, and his belly is full. I mean, I can feel it's hard rock. And it's saying 0.1. There we go. There's 0.0. Ah, it's saying 0.1 again. Maybe I take this off. I just don't like that because it seems so hot on the babies. Or, not hot, but it's just so cold. 0.00. There he is. Oh my goodness. He's 140. 140.5, we'll just say. So this one's a monster, 140 grams. These two are the girls. And I think this one is the second. I'm gonna fall. And this was the third one. Look at that face. So these are the girls, and see, they don't have a nub. So I think she's the oldest because I think their faces was a little bit different. And see this face? Give me this sweet piece. You know, a little bit different. So it's 0, 0. So this is the first girl or second baby, and she is 155.1. Oh my gosh, you're a chunk. You outbeat your brother. And this is the second girl. She's 137.5. You're gonna fall off. 137-ish. Okay. This is the very last one born. She's an all black. She's a girl. There's no nub. And her little feetsies, let's see here. She is all black except for a little bit of white there. And then, it's hard to do holding them. Her little toes have a little bit more white than her brother. But her front toes are just like her brother's, except for this one a little bit. But she doesn't have any white anywhere else on her. She is all black. Oh, is she just so cute? Except for her little toes on the top parts. And she weighs 150.2. Oh, okay. So she's 150. So I was right. This little fella is the least. He weighs the 110. And I am worried about him. So I'm going to feed him some more. And I'm going to let Mama come in and take care of the other babies. And we're just going to probably end up bonding. Right, little fella? You're going to be my friend. I want this one to live so bad. All right. Now we have it. There's how much our babies weigh. Not 24 hours. They were born from 6 to 10:30 last night. And it is 3 right now. So not quite 24 hours. Not quite. All right. We'll let Mom in now and we'll go from there. So we fed some more. He's asleep. And this is what you look like when you are drunk on milk. And his little belly is so big. So his little feet. He did eat some more. Yes, he did. Look at that. That's his face. That's not milk. Look at his little mustache. And he did eat. His little belly's fat. So, I'll just keep feeding him. The other ones, I'll keep their weight and watch them. But definitely, I am worried about this little fella. Oh, look how he curled up in my little hand. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. So little. This is the funniest. He's not screaming anymore, so he's got some more. He's got a full belly for a minute. We'll give him a minute to figure this whole life thing out. Yes. Okay.